There was this one incident freshman year.
My brother has Down syndrome.
I'd like to address an issue that happened to me.
At Acalanes, I've been excluded before.
I had an experience.
So I remember one time last year, there was an incident at lunch.
There was this one incident freshman year. Some guy threatened to kill a whole bunch of the Asians in our grade. This was online, but he kept sending us a whole bunch of threats. And, well, it wasn't just us, it was also the people who tried protecting us.
My brother has Down syndrome, and oftentimes he has behavior problems, and sometimes he gets made fun of for it, and it's really hurtful because he understands what you're saying to him, but he can't express that you hurt him.
Pretty overt experience with racism. My first year here, which was back in 2003, had an individual approach me regarding a specific football team, not from the area, and he referred to the team as a bunch of N-words.
So I remember one time last year I was in class and there were two guys talking behind me, and they were talking about a football championship or something like that, and they were talking about a specific team and how they had been beaten by that team last year or something like that, and one of the boys said, "Oh yeah, didn't they Jew you out of the championship last year?" And they both started laughing.
There's been lots of occasions where I've been called a dyke, stupid goth. People make accusations about the way I dress, and it just makes me feel really excluded and just unwelcome at this school sometimes.
I'd like to address an issue that happened to me last week, actually. I came into work, opened my email, and when I was checking, I noticed that there was an email from, it looked like a parent. So I opened it up, and it was an email about about Proposition 8, actually, about Proposition 8. And it was from somebody who may believe they were a parent talking about how people should vote yes on Proposition 8, that it would hurt children. As a lesbian, as somebody who's out for many, many years, seeing something like that in my email first thing in the morning before 7 o'clock just made me feel so upset.
The threats are pretty horrible. I mean, he actually said, "I swear to effing Hitler, I will kill you," to one of my friends, and, well, of course that frightened her a lot. The threats actually moved past, well, internet, typing, and he threatened people at school.
I'm Jewish and I'm pretty open about it. I'm sure they knew. And I said, "You guys, are you serious? I'm right here. It's not okay." And they didn't apologize. They just started laughing and kind of turned their heads, and it didn't even matter to them. And people don't realize that little things like that are actually offensive. To hear something that I'm so closely connected to associated with cheating, with manipulation, it's embarrassing, it's offensive, it hurts.
I find that the thing that really bugs me the most is when people give me those weird looks, and they just alienate me.
And I had to pull this individual aside and let this person know that I didn't appreciate the comment. It wasn't appropriate. My wife happens to be a woman of color, and it seriously offended me. And I let this person know that, and it never happened again after that.
It started out with one or two people, and he eventually looked up all of our names, and he started threatening us too. I don't know why he started doing it, because he didn't even know us. He just made his threats based on where we were from or what color hair we had.
To me, that's just even more horrible than a racist person standing behind a computer typing, I mean, you feel really safe behind that computer, behind that keyboard.
I also didn't think that something like that would actually happen on campus. It wasn't just, like she said, a random person who could have been using a fake username. It was someone we all knew.
A lot of times people say that's so retarded, mean that's so stupid, and people don't realize that that's really offensive to disabled people, and you should just stop saying it because it's very ignorant.
Okay, there was an incident at lunch one day when a girl had stated that she doesn't like the black girls here at our school. So we decided to go and talk to her about it, and it blew into an even bigger issue because her boyfriend came over and started calling us the N-word and started telling us to go back to our corner, go back to where we came from, which is just ridiculous to me. Like, you don't need that type of person in this environment. It's supposed to be a friendly environment, and we're supposed to be hate-free. How are we supposed to be hate-free when you've got people hating on different races?
It's just not okay.
Every person is unique, no matter what race, what religion, what culture, what sexuality they identify with.
I really think people should really get to know people before they make judgments, because you might actually make friends.